anywhere else.
Then Jacob Wood. Tonight we have 60 MMA warriors ready to bang it out in 8 off-the-hook fights. We also have 2 female MMA fighters making their MMA debut.
Female fighters?
Yes, sir.
That is unbelievable. You're going to see it live here tonight. The baddest of bad kick down. And no further ado, let's go to ring announcer, MMA icon, the infamous Tony Tiger Green.
Alright, TFA fans, a lot of you guys have been here before. You guys know what the deal is. Before we get started, I'd like to thank a few of our sponsors. We got Spearmint Rhino Gentlemen's Club sponsoring us for the first time. If you guys are hanging out there too late and getting into trouble, you might need to stop by Little Z's bail bonds right next to them. So grab a couple bars, guys. But without further ado, I'd like to thank Camo, California Amateur Mixed Martial Arts Organization. Everybody in here, I want you to realize these are amateur fighters. They're doing this for the love of the sport and to get experience. We don't boo these guys, alright? These guys are doing it for fun and to get better and for your entertainment. You're going to see guys get knocked out. You're going to see guys get submitted. You're going to see guys bleed. And if you're lucky, you might see a girl get knocked out tonight in a main event. But without further ado, this is TFA number 28, guys. We've been doing this a long, long time, and it's time for Spring Smackdown. Now, let's get the men who make and the women who make this possible. Let's bring these warriors out, and in TFA style, let's get 2 on feet for the TFA Warriors and our matchmaker and CEO, Todd Vito. Let's go, let's get to our feet, guys. Again, these are amateur fighters fighting for your entertainment. Let's go. Give it up. These are your warriors.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get ready for the Star Spangled Banner, singing it live here at TFA 28.
Alright, TFA fans, let's get to it. Right now, let's quiet down for our national anthem from Europe.
Are we ready?
And the twilight
do you think about that? Fucking let's hear it. No, let's hear it. Let's start the show, Big Toe.
All right, guys, let's get these fighters on the back. Let's get these first two warriors ready for battle. Let's go, guys.
Alright, it's Rick James. I'm coming back to TFA. This is my second fight. Truth be told, it's going to be a short night. I'm going to go out there and post my game plan, and that's going to be the end of it.
My name is Eddie Lloyd. I'm 29 from Long Beach, California. Fighting out of Sweatshop Fight Team. Risky business, you know, that's what it is. Freestyle fighter. Throw them hands, throw them feet, do what I got to do to make things right, you know, finish fights, get it over with, get my name out there. So let it be known, it's Risky B.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a spectacular Spangled Banner sung by this beautiful young lady. I'm here, Maverick the Soul Collector Harvey with Jacob Woods, and we're here ready to commentate TFA 28 at the Longshoremen's Hall.
Yes, Maverick, this is going to be another exciting night of 8 off-the-hook fights that Todd Meacham has geniusly put together. This will be the second event from the TFA in the Longshoremen's Hall. So we're looking for just as much excitement as we had in the first event last March.
Well, let me tell you something. If it's based on seating capacity and standing room only, the show has it beat, hands down. There's not a seat left in this place. There's not an inch to stand in square. There's people standing on the concession stands. There's people standing on the booths. This place is just completely sold out.
All right, TFA fans, let's get these fights started. Fighting out of the red corner with a record of 3-0, stands 5'7", 155 pounds. A freestyle fighter fighting out of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu and True Warrior Fitness. Give it up for Rick James!
Well, let me tell you one thing. This first fight, this book with Rick James, he is a fire starter. He's nothing but piss and vinegar from the time the bell rings till it ends. You're going to see him continuously go stand up, throw beautiful combination exchanges, go to the ground. He's relentless. He has more gas than I've seen at the Chevron gas station.
He definitely had a lot of fire in him. He had the right attitude. He trains hard. Look for a strong fight from him.
Hey Rick, welcome back to TFA at True Warrior Fitness with Toby Greer, one of the great camps in the world today, and you're back, you're 3-1,
Yes.
Right? You're going for that win tonight. You're going to be fighting Eddie Lloyd out of the Sweatshop with Brad Critchfield, and he's 4-2. You guys have a really good record, equal record. I've never seen him fight before. I don't know too much about him. I've seen you fight. You're a great warrior, but tell me how you predict and prepared for tonight's event.
I'm preparing very well. As far as how it's going to go today, I'm planning on ending it early so I can go and, do my thing. And that's pretty much how it's going to go. This message is brought to you by Rick James, a.k.a. the illest Rick James, a.k.a. C4, a.k.a. True Warrior Nation. Holla.
He trains hard. Look for a strong fight from him. So this evening should be kicked off with a bang with Rick James and Eddie Lloyd.
Eddie Lloyd coming from the Sweatshop. I know those guys over there train also intensively, and they have a lot to do with their conditioning. Brad Crutchfield is Eddie Lloyd's manager, and he's got a 4-2 record, but he's going to need that record going against Rick James.
Let's see, this is the welterweight class, which is 155 to 170, but both these fighters are weighed in at 155. They're both about the same height, so you're going to see a lot of athleticism from these guys. You're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of energy, and they have the physical means to press the fight.
4-2, fighting out of the Sweatshop. Give it up for Eddie Lloyd!
Here comes Eddie Lloyd. Looks like he's got a large following with him. I like his music. It's kind of mysterious. You don't know what to expect from it. Kind of builds, but that's pretty cool. But Eddie describes himself as an all-around fighter, but he did mention to us that he would prefer to stand up if he could. So look for his hands or legs to fly when he's fighting.
Well, that's here to say, being a track and field guy, You know, those guys run on their feet. They're on their feet. So his feet might be his forte to be able to stand up and throw his hands. He did say that, you know, he wanted to turn pro. His last fight ended in the first round with a KO.
He did say that, and that's a good point. His track and field experience has probably come into play here tonight. And so look for a lot of, hopefully a lot of punches and kicks from him tonight.
Eddie Lloyd, welcome to TFA for your first fight with TFA. I know your record's 4-2 though, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's a great record. And how have you prepared tonight for tonight's fight against Rick James, who is 3-0? He's also a great athlete like yourself.
Man, I haven't really got to do too much research on him. The way I train for any fight is I go for all-around basis. You know, this is an MMA fight. It's not based on just one discipline in the fight. So wherever he's willing to take it, I'm willing to go. As far as what I do to train for is try to get my cardio right, keep my muscle endurance right, hope I don't burn out or gas out in any part of the round.
Good attitude, has been training hard, looked from a lot of energy from these guys. And again, I like his choice of intro music. It kind of builds a little bit. It started off slowly.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, the audio guys got it down now because that bass is rocking, the sound levels are great, and the music has got this crowd ready to watch a rumble.
Just for the record, guys, keep your flash photography on. Tom Meach, get back here. I need you. All right, our matchmaker Tom Meach is one of the best in the business. He's been doing it a long time. These fighters in here are going to see plenty of flashes without you guys hitting them up with your cameras. You got it? But without further ado, let's get this party started right. Ty, we're going to hear this a lot tonight, but you're going to start first. Let's go.
Well, first things over here, my champ, you're off the hook. Both these guys are going to be a great fight. But tonight, we will do a TFA show!
All right, before I turn it over to your head referee, Minor Names, I ask you, the TFA fans, are you ready for a fight?
You heard it from Toby Greer. Here we go. We're calling off round number one. Ryan the man's at home. In the red corner is Rick James. In the blue corner is Eddie Lloyd. Rick James dousing the... Okay, the light is in my eyes. I can't see the color of his shorts.
Red. Looks like red.
Red shorts, and we have Eddie Lloyd in the blue, in the white shorts with the black stripe. Here we go, round number one.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Rick James is coming in here with a 3-0 record, and Eddie Lloyd in the blue is coming in with a 4-2 record. Again, this is the welterweight division. Both these gentlemen are at 155 pounds, so look for a lot of action with these two.
Yeah, it looks like they're both feeling themselves out, probably got respect from one another. And, Eddie Lloyd with a big high kick to the head right out the black. It looks like Rick James might have his hands full a little bit here. Eddie Lloyd, not much information on him. Not a real impressive record, but 4-2. A big takedown by Eddie Lloyd. Rick James trying to control and turn it back around.
Yeah, you called that correctly, Maverick. Eddie used his track experience and kicked Rick in the head and then began to land some punches while Rick decided to press him and take him down. And now it looks like Rick has him mounted at this point.
Yeah, you know, track and field guys, high hurdlers, you know, they have that elongated groin and a big hip flexor. They can do large kicks to the head, especially with his kind of height. You know, he is taller than Rick James by about 3 inches. But Rick James looked like he's controlling it on the ground at this point.
Yeah, that's a good point. It looks like he's got side control on Eddie, and it looks like he's controlling him. It looks like Eddie's trying to scoot towards the wall to use that to get up, but it looks like Rick has managed to keep control of him, although he's not throwing many punches, but now it looks like both of these gentlemen trying to stand up.
Well, I tell you, Eddie Lloyd, that was just raw power standing up. There wasn't much technique in that. He looked like he just wanted to get up just out with his sheer strength. It looks like Rick is trying to keep the backside control, and that's a big takedown. Big takedown by Rick James. That's just inexperience on Eddie Lloyd on learning how to sprawl or moving hip out when he's about to get taken down like that.
Now, just in the first round.
That was the first round, Jacob, and it looks like the billing's been living up to what it's expected. Both guys starting out kind of slow, feeling each other out. Looks like both of them have respect for one another. That big high kick from Eddie Lloyd, and also Rick James turning around with a huge suplex in the takedown.
Yeah, it looks like Eddie came out a little stronger with some of his kicks and punches, but Rick, to his credit, did take him down and controlled him with that slam, and then controlled him again on the ground. I'd like to see him do a little more damage to Eddie when he has him mounted like that, and not get too attached with him, try to separate himself so he can throw some of those punches.
Well, it looks like Eddie Lloyd's corner is giving him more instruction with hands and feet, telling him to stay up on his feet, use his length and use his height. Looks like he's giving him instruction on some knees and some straight punches and kicks to the head. It looks like Rick was a little bit more safer, felt more control on the ground, so I'm going to lead to believe the second round, Rick's going to try to take this down and control it on the ground, and you're going to see Eddie throwing more exchanges from his feet.
That's a good call. I'd probably figure the same thing. That kick from Eddie really came out of nowhere. To your point, to kick to somebody's head like that, really from out of nowhere, you need extreme flexibility in your hips.
Especially in the first round, your adrenaline's going, everything's tight, you haven't really loosened up yet. And there is Rick James throwing a big kick and defending the takedown. Just like I said, Rick is going to try to keep Eddie on the ground. I think he feels more comfortable in the clinch and on the ground with him.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, the second round has just started with Rick James in the red corner and Eddie Lloyd in the blue corner. And it looks like these gentlemen both have each other in the clinch.
Oh, that was a standing suplex by Eddie Lloyd. Rick James took a hard one down, but Rick is still in it. And it looks like